Good day, viewers. You are welcome to Tindanious math tutorials. If you are new here, kindly visit my previous lecture videos on linear permutations of similar objects. Okay, the concepts have been explained so well. Okay, so just visit the previous lecture videos on those videos so that you can appreciate where the logic is coming from. We are just considering questions, okay, in order to appreciate the topic substantially. So if you are new here, kindly share, like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting videos and updates. We have a question on the board that states that, or that reads, in how many ways can 6 buses, 5 cars, and 4 motorcycles be arranged in a row if all the vehicles of one type cannot be differentiated from the other? This is very simple, right? So first of all, we are supposed to look out for the total number of objects. Do you get it that way? So we have what? Buses, cars, and motorcycles. Let's look out for the total number of objects or items into consideration. You say what? So let's and denote what? The total number of, let's say, vehicles, okay? Total number of vehicles, which is equal to, we have 6 buses plus 5 cars, then plus 4 motorcycles, right? So 6 plus this should give us 15. Okay, good. Now, let's consider the buses, okay? So say let N1, okay, represent the number of the buses, okay? Okay, the number of the buses. So we have what? N1 representing what? Number of what? Of the buses, okay? Which is equal to what? 6. Right? So in other words, N1 is equal to 6. We say N, let N to represent number of cars. Okay, so that one will be N2 being equal to, we have 5 cars, which is 5. And last we have motorbikes. So let N3 represent what? Number of motorbikes, motorcycles. So we have what? N3 being equal to 4, right? As simple as that. So here, so how many ways can we arrange all these vehicles, right? We say number of ways of arranging buses, the cars, and the motorcycles. The motorcycles is given by, remember, we said the formula to use, okay, is our n factorial. If you are new here, visit my previous lecture videos, okay? I've explained those things into details, okay? N factorial over the number of times those objects are appearing. So I have what? N1 factorial, then times N2 factorial, then times what? N3 factorial. As simple as that. Now, do we know, and yes, N represents the total number, which is equal to 15. So I have my 15 what? Factorial, then all over N1, which is what? 6, right? So N1 is equal to 6, N2 is equal to 5, then N3 is equal to 4. So I have 6, then you have factorial here from the formula, factorial, then times n2 is what? 5 factorial, then times n3 here is what? 4 factorial, and by the help of the calculator, so we have 15 factorial over 6 factorial times 5 factorial times 4 factorial, which is giving us a very huge number. So we have 6, 3, 0, 6, 3, 0. 300, sorry, that's 630,630. Okay, so viewers, this is the end to this trivial question. I have a question for you, the subscriber and the viewer. So here, viewers, on the board we have, in how many ways can the letters of the word calculus be arranged in a straight line? Okay, here we are considering linear permutations, not the cyclic permutations. Okay, so permutations in a straight line. Calculus is a broad course, right? So far as Tindanious math tutorials is concerned, I've covered extensively on calculus. You can visit my videos on calculus and you are going to appreciate calculus to the core. So the answer to this is 5040. So viewers, you can show working, okay, in the comment section. I'll see you next time for more interesting videos. Okay.